This is the lab for transfer pricing. For this example, our company has two divisions, the sole division and the shoe division. The sole division supplies the soles used by the shoe division to make its shoes. The shoe division produces approximately 10,000 shoes annually, so it needs to receive 20,000 soles each year from the sole division. The sole division is currently operating at full capacity, producing 30,000 soles per year, 20,000 of which are transferred to the shoe division. The market price for the sole is $190. The total variable cost of the sole frames is $110 per unit. The demand for soles from outside purchasers is large enough for all 30,000 soles to be sold to outside customers. But that would require the shoe division to acquire the soles from another source. The sole division uses the full markup price of $400 as the transfer price charged to the shoe division. The market price of the shoes is $400. The unit variable cost of each shoe, excluding the cost of the sole frame, is $90. Of course, the shoe division doesn't like the $400 transfer price and believes the sole division benefits from the intercompany transfer because of reduced shipping costs. The savings per shipping internally is $100 per sole, so the new manager is trying to negotiate a lower transfer price of $180 per unit. To analyze this, we need to compute the contribution margin earned annually by each division and by the company as a whole using the current transfer price. Then we will do it with the new price. First, we will calculate the contribution margin for each division and for the company. Since the company sells everything it manufactures, the sales are simply the number manufactured times the market sales price. The variable cost for the sole division is the $110 per unit. For the shoe division, we have to add the variable cost without the soles of $90 plus the transfer price of $190. Then we subtract the two to find a contribution margin for the sole division of $2.4 million for each division. Note, the contribution margin is evenly split at $2.4 million apiece, and the company's total income is $4.8 million. Now, let's do the same thing, but implement the reduced transfer price. It is the same thing as earlier, although I broke up the sales of soles to outside the company at $190 per sole and to the shoe division of $180 due to internal sales. I did the same breakout with the variable cost when the internal sales cost is reduced by $10 per sole because of the savings in shipping. That results in a contribution margin for sole of $2.4 million and for shoe of $2.6 million. So, looking at it from the company's perspective, the contribution margin for sole doesn't change, but the contribution margin for the shoe division and for the company increases by $20,000. It seems that the savings in shipping is helping the entire company and the shoe division, while not doing anything for sole. So there isn't an incentive for sole to change anything. This is the perfect time to have a negotiated transfer price. Since the cost savings is $10, what if we split the savings and had a transfer price of $185? Total contribution margin for the company is still $5 million. But now, both sole and shoe have increased the contribution margin, and both have an incentive to cooperate with each other. That's it for this lab. Please let me know if you have any questions.